Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is Doug with Hope 360, and I have Kellie and Tom Fallon with me here today. Kellie and Tom, welcome.
Hey, how
Thank
are you?
you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much. Thanks
us.
for having us.
Good. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. Um, well, your story is unique, and I don't know all the details. I know you have a book out, but I really want to. I really think it can give people hope and encouragement. And so let's just get into it. I mean, basically, you guys were married, and then you got divorced, and then you got back together and got remarried,
That's
and
right.
that doesn't happen too often, I don't think. Yeah. So
I
tell
think
us, tell us what happened.
Elizabeth Taylor. I think that's about it.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She married that guy a couple times.
Liz,
I don't know his name.
Richard Burton.
Burton. Okay.
oh, right, right, Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah. But
But
yeah, what?
as sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Just tell us. Yeah, tell us your
I have,
story. What
I have
happened
met a
with
few
the
people.
like?
I met a few people who have got remarried. To be like, so that's kind of cool.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not
Okay.
everybody, but there's a few.
There
There's
is.
there's,
Yeah.
there's they come out of the woodwork and say hello to you and tell you how great it is and all that. So I hear of it more
Yeah.
often. Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. What happened? What caused the divorce originally, and then maybe tell us how long you were separated and what all that looked like, and then how you got back together.
You want to take this one?
Well, I'll take one of them.
Okay.
We got married when just out of high school. So Kelly was just out of high school. I was out of high school for a couple of years, and I double dog dared her, and she accepted my dare, and we got married on a whim. Maybe is it a whim?
We got married pretty fast. We were dating for about a year as I was in my senior year of high school and then out of high school. And we were just so crazy about one another. You know, young love, you burn hot and fast. And,
Yep.
and we eloped. Nobody knew that we were married, just really maybe two or three people. Yeah, knew that we were married. And then I went back to my house. He went back to his house. They didn't find out we were married. We lived as husband and wife apart. So then we had a put on.
How old were you at this time?
I was 18 years old.
Okay, so pretty
18.
young. Okay,
pretty young. And then
that might lead into the next question.
Yeah, that might help answer the next question. Then we got married again in front of all of our friends and family. Everybody thinks that's the day that we got married. They didn't find out for maybe 8-10 years that we had already been married. So we lived together as man and wife, and it was not what we thought it was going to be. It was rough on this 19-year-old.
And my relationship with my parents, watching my parents, it was exactly the way my parents had a marriage. So I kind of thought that's how it went. You know, trouble, arguments, stuff like that. I just thought that was normal.
It was not normal.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess sometimes it is, but not on a regular basis.
Right. So,
or I guess it depends how you resolve conflict, but yeah.
Sure. Well, we had no tools. I was trying to resolve conflict the way I saw my parents do it, who are still married, happily married for I think 64 years now, and his parents were divorced at the time of our marriage. So I lost the question.
Would you ask?
Well, no, I think that was the first question. Is like, when did you get married? And so then, how long were you guys married?
Before
we were married.
She divorced me.
We were married for a couple of years,
maybe
2
or 3,
and then separated and divorced.
Yeah.
So what would you say? I mean, what would you say would be the reason for divorce? And you can get as personal or not as personal as you want. Was it just you couldn't get along, or was it, like you said, you just didn't have the tools to kind of work through things? Or
Well, on the easiest answer is it just wasn't he didn't want a divorce at all. So I guess I'm the one to answer the question. He begged me to stay.
I beg you to work it out.
I had been telling him, this isn't right. This isn't the way this should be. We had great differences of opinion. And I just didn't feel it was reasonable. So
especially to bring children into it eventually.
Yeah. So I kept asking him to make some changes, and he didn't see that he needed to make any changes.
Well, I actually did, but I just said I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll do it next. I'll get to it. I started a business. We still have, So I was working on that aspect. I was being my father. I never seen my father. My father.
You just worked a lot.
My father worked all the time, so I was like working all the time, 7 days a week. And,
okay.
And she kind of had a job at local hospital, and so I just thought it was like gonna happen over time that we'd work it out, which we kind of did. But I kind of
and then at this time, were you guys believers? Were you Christians or?
Yes.
That's why we got together in the first place.
Okay.
To study the Bible together.
Okay, gotcha. So then you got divorced, and then how long were you? What'd that look like for both of you, and how long were you divorced?
Just a couple of years. Just a couple
divorce
of years.
It did a lot for me personally, because I built an apartment in my mother's basement, right? Because my mom and dad had divorced, and out of high school I helped my mom keep the house. So Kelly, mistake number one is I lived in my mother's basement, right? I shouldn't have done that. I should have let Kelly be the woman and everything. Allow my mom to cook for me, do my laundry, stuff like that. So I was totally dropping the ball everywhere, and I was doing things that I probably should, that I wouldn't encourage anybody else to do now. So we got through that. And where was I going? Do you remember? So
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's very entertaining though.
It was good.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
So were you living in your mom's basement when you got divorced, or when you were married?
Oh, that's right. So
we were living there as husband and wife.
Right. And then I gave it to my sister.
Okay, gotcha.
So I lived off to the side of the basement because there was an extra room down there. Thanks for putting me back on track. And then my sister.
Saying what were you working on?
Yeah, right. My sister wasn't kind to me being downstairs. I didn't want to live next to her, with just one door separating us. Mm-hmm. So I went and got my own apartment, which I should have done in the first place.
Okay.
So I got my own apartment.
Okay.
I showed it to Kelly, asked if she liked it, stuff like that. But it still wasn't back together yet, But I mean, I just showed her that I was maturing and that I was doing the things that I needed to do in the beginning, because I really didn't want it to happen. I didn't want to get divorced. I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to lose her. I didn't want that on her record. You know what I mean? I just didn't want it. There's nothing good that comes out of a divorce, or sometimes.
Right. Okay. Right. So when you were divorced, like when I went through my divorce, I drew closer to God than I ever had, and my relationship with Him. What'd that look like with your relationship with God and even with each other?
What did it look like? So obviously, when we were divorced, we didn't spend much time with God. I spent time with God. I don't really know. I'm assuming Kelly still had prayer life and was still reading her Bible and stuff like that. But I was, I was pretty dedicated. I worked a ton. So I worked the business day and night from 7 to 11. So obviously I wasn't reading my Bible as much as I do today. But I mean, my relationship with God was better, I think, than it might have been up to that point at all, because I had hard conversations with him, You know what I mean? And like, so there was one night where I'm gonna tell the phone story. All right.
Sure.
So God told me, this is what he told me. This is what he told me, Doug. He said to me, keep your eyes on me. I will take care of this. Get out of my way. Let me work in you, and I'll work in her, but I'm not working. You're not working on her. You're working on you. Me and you will spend time together.
Well, he was asking about your relationship with the Lord,
Go ahead.
and you were really involved in church during that time, right? Yeah. And you got baptized.
I did get baptized without Kelly being around. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, so I guess
you were heavily involved in church, heavily involved in.
Oh, that's true. I remember. I forgot about that.
Your close friend Steve really walked you through a lot of it.
I did have a close friend, Steve, who I met on the road
prayer,
one day.
Bible studies.
Yeah, prayer, Bible studies, stuff like that. She's right. Again.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
so my relationship.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That's what that God said to you, because that's what he said to me too. He's like, just work on yourself. Don't worry about who did what, and just work on my relationship with Him, the Lord. But anyway, go ahead. So then.
And me, not so much.
Kelly, how about you? What then?
Yeah, no, not so much. I now understand that a marriage is about being holy and not necessarily happy, although I'm very happy. But then my 19-year-old brain was like, well, this is not serving me well. This is not what I thought it was going to be. I'm not happy. I can't imagine a lifetime of what it was. Now, granted, I only gave it a couple of years, but I asked for it to change. I asked for recognition of things that, could be different. And it didn't happen. So during that time, I was just out living my life, still a believer, still reading my Bible. I don't remember if I was going to church. It was a really long time ago. But this sweet man would write me a letter every single day, sometimes two. And they were prayers. Sometimes he would write me what he was doing.
Hey, just get out of bed. Hey,
eat
some breakfast.
This is back in the time where there were beepers and no cell phones, or if the cell phone was in a bag.
Sure. No texting.
So he would write me letters, and I would get them every day but Sunday.
And wow, through the mail.
Yeah, through the mail. Yes, that's a lot of stamps.
Yeah, that was good.
Those postal workers must have really known you.
Yeah. That hurts. You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Right. So Tom did not give up, and then how did that? What was your reaction, Kelly? When?
Well, it was for me. It was too little, too late. I was done. I thought he was a great guy. I had love for him. That whole "I love you, but I'm not in love with you." Basically, I was just unhappy with my man that I thought was just going to be the end all be all, and it wasn't. When you get married, you understand. Oh, that's just a regular person. They're real. So through all these letters and his not persistence, not insistence, because he wasn't insistent at all. He wasn't calling me or coming by, but he was just sending a letter that I could choose to open and read or not. So I thought it was real sweet. And he had other people praying for us. And one of my family members passed away. One of my uncles died. And I called to tell him. And you can tell the rest.
So her Uncle Eddie died. And this is when you had the answer machine. So I'm like, man, my light's flashing. So I pressed the button. It's like, Tom, can we talk? And I'm like, yeah. So I called her up and I said, let's go to Three Amigos. It's a Mexican place we used to go to. And then so I picked her up and I never dropped her off. we've been together ever since, pretty much, right? Yeah.
Wow.
She stayed at my house. We just decided. So we got remarried then eventually, though. But yeah, so there's that whole married thing. I thought.
We got remarried less than a year.
Yeah, no, pretty soon, pretty
less
quick.
than a year after we started. Hey, sweetheart. After we started talking again. There was really, during that span, there was only maybe 2 weeks that we didn't speak to each other at all.
Because she'd come by the business, or
we owned a business together, right?
So like we were friends, which is what I don't want to be with my wife. So we were friends, and
right.
So we were friendly, but there wasn't too much of a time that we didn't talk. But it was really the 2 weeks would have been right up to her uncle dying, because I wasn't really
right.
I was God told me leave it up to him. Okay, Lord, I don't know what that looks like, but I'm gonna do my best,
And it had to be
sometimes
him.
The hard thing is just let it up to him, and it had to be him. Yeah. Well, Kellie, I like what you said too about what you said about God doesn't call us to be happy; He calls us to be holy. That is so true, because a lot of people think, in their marriage, they're like, "Well, I'm not happy, so I went out." Now it's like, well, He never says, that we need to be happy. We just need to be holy. So I love that. Yeah. Because if we're holy, eventually we probably will be filled with joy, and be happy. And
absolutely.
So how long was it that you guys were divorced then?
Just a couple of years.
I think I call it 3 years.
Yeah, maybe it's 2.
Less than 3. More than 2, less than 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now, how long has it been since you've been remarried?
You know what? We don't count. We just count from the first marriage, and we just had our 38th anniversary.
Oh, I think it's 39.
No, it was 38.
We keep disagreeing. I got married when I was 20. I'm 60.
You got married when you were 21.
I was before my 21st birthday.
Wow.
See, we can't agree. We were married about 38
well,
years.
That's all right. That's great. So 38, 39 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's working out pretty good.
Is there a verse that either one of you would say that, oh boy, this really, I clung to this verse, or this got me through it, or this little from God, some little nugget in there that got you through all that?
You going, babe?
I want to hear yours.
I would just go to like husbands love your wives.
Oh.
As Christ loves the church. That's nearly impossible without it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my fallback one. Fallback.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, so that's pretty much my daily mantra, Doug, is like I'm trying to love her like Jesus loves the church. And that encourages me to like look and see how exactly is it that Jesus loves the church. And I'm pretty sure I'm not there yet, but that's definitely where I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going to imitate Jesus's love.
None of us are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's an exciting journey that I got for the rest of my years to perfect that, to make our life like that, And yes, sir. What are you gonna say, babe?
Mine is Philippians 4:13. Only kidding. I'm only kidding. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. I'm just teasing. I didn't have a verse to cling on to during that time because, again, I was done. I had checked out. But as soon as we got back together,
I know what it is.
It's pedal to the metal, full throttle for all these years. I'm crazy about them.
Proverbs 31:11.
Oh, that's on the inside of your wedding ring.
Yeah. Proverbs 31:11 is the scriptures she wed me under.
That your heart has no need to spoil.
Yeah, that's good.
Love that. Wow. Well, that is quite a journey. That's quite a story. I hope that gives other people hope out there that, I think sometimes when you're in it and you're not happy in a marriage, a lot of times people think there's just no way out except for divorce. And
right.
Like you guys both did. Tom, you said you waited on God. He told you to just wait on him and not try to fix it. So you're drawn closer to him and letting
Right.
him doing the work, which is
He
very
told me
good
he's
advice.
yeah.
Well, the real good thing that has come out of it, aside from us being reunited, and then we started having children after the third marriage. We have 3 children and 2 grandchildren, which is a blessing.
Wow.
But Tom had promised the Lord that if he works it out, that
When
that
Not
we
if,
will
but
tell our
when.
story.
Okay.
yeah,
We'll tell our story, and we have since run marriage workshops through our churches. We've done a lot of marriage mentoring, helped a lot of marriages that were broken. I think 1 or 2 people who were already divorced and then got back together. I don't know if they married again, but I know they came to some of our workshops as divorced couples. They came to
Wow.
one of our workshops, and we're currently writing actually a workbook on marriage, and it'll be called Fighting for It, where his book, you want to show? It was called
fighting through it,
Fighting Through It.
and then we got fighting for it.
Yes. Fighting for your marriage.
Oh, wow. Okay. I love
Um,
that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And practical ways to work through difficulty in marriage with the Bible and the Lord being your guide.
Mm. That's great. Where can
Yeah.
people find you? Do you guys have a website or yeah?
No,
Nope, just on Amazon with the with the book.
Oh, on
you saw
Amazon. Okay.
$3, Kelly will buy it, and no, they get
Yeah.
my
I'll put a
email
link
address.
to the book in
Oh,
the notes of
phone
the podcast here.
oh, great.
Yeah.
You can
Tell us a little bit about the book.
Which one?
The one that he already wrote?
Yeah, the one you already
Oh, that
wrote.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was tough. It was a goal that I set one night, and then I just went out and did it. There's it's stories about my life and how I don't know who wants to read stories about my life, but
Why don't you read him?
What?
Well, why don't you read what it's
Well,
about?
it's called Fighting Through It, so it's about your marriage, but you're also a boxer, right, Tom? Or you were?
yes, I have spent some time in the ring. So it says written by a 2-time Golden Glove champion, Tom Fallon. Fighting Through It is part memoir and part guide for overcoming adversity. The book opens up to Tom Fallon. It never goes away, Doug. You know what I mean? It just never goes away. As an 8-year-old boy who struggled to survive emotional abuse, physical abuse, as well as neglected at home, developing a fear of abandonment, he explains how a bad relationship with his father left opportunity for a pedophile to enter his life. Left to deal with these life-changing events on his own, he speaks of his deepened faith in God and his remarkable road to recovery. He reveals practical ways to deal with adversity, anxiety, and self-doubt without the use of prescribed medication. That's a hard one to say right now. Without the use of prescribed medication, recreational drugs, or alcohol.
Well, it's not hard to say because it was the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. I mean,
Right.
I still believe it. I still believe there's things that people can do that don't lead to drugs or medications or so-called medications. So and then there's probably, I don't know, 15 chapters. Like there's one that's called Locked and Loaded. That's when one of my father's handguns made an appearance at a party. Or that's actually it. Yeah, so there's just a couple good stories like that, like how important special occasions was in my family, but how it always ended up. See, like Kelly was saying earlier about our relationship and how my marriage with her is different than her marriage with her parents, watching her parents. And like if you just read one of
The
these,
police never showed up at any of our parties.
they did
That's
to
good.
our. So like when you read about special occasions or something like that, like Locked and Loaded is crazy, man. It's about just anyways. I don't want to give it away, but
Yeah.
But
No, that's good. I'd recommend that book to people. And
thank you.
like I said, I think your story obviously has helped people, and hopefully this podcast will it'll get out there and help a lot more people in their
Amen.
marriages as they struggle. Yeah, yeah.
Help anybody.
Well, thank you guys for sharing, and I really appreciate you being vulnerable and getting on here and share.
Thanks for having us.
If you're, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. If you're watching this somewhere, either or listening, just like, subscribe, and comment. That way, it'll help the algorithm and help it get out there to more people, so we can help more people. All right, thanks, Tom, thanks, Kelly. I really appreciate you coming on here.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you again, Doug.